Hey bitches, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk to you about Gabby Hannah sitting down with Inabber and doing a one-on-one interview explaining the whole Kinsa cosmetics scam as well as her being a bully over on Instagram. If you have not already seen my video from yesterday about Jeffree Star admitting to creating drama for sales, as well as him snapping at a fan over on Twitter, then I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If you are new to this channel, hello, hi, how the fuck are you doing? If you could please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone that has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome the fuck back. If you could please make sure that you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion. Opinions are not facts, and contrary to what Gabby Hannah says, opinions are not bullying. Please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos. That is not what these are meant for. They are meant for us to just have a shady-ass time on the internet and talk some shit. Gabby Hannah has had quite the interesting few months. She ended 2018 being involved in the Kinsa cosmetics scam, as well as being outed for bullying a girl over on Instagram. She started 2019 leaving a lot of her fans with a very bad taste in their mouth. A lot of them unsubscribed from her because she kind of just brushed it all under the rug in a video that she called Leave It in 2018, addressing everything I've avoided all year. A lot of people were looking forward to Gabby sitting down and actually taking ownership for this Kinsa cosmetics scam in her now deleted video, where she used a bunch of brands that she did not accept their brand deal. This is what she had to say.
Alright, let's talk about Kinsa Cosmetics. Now, I saw somebody, or actually quite a few people, say, I'm sure she never even held those brushes in her hand, which I absolutely did. I'm sure you guys have seen for quite a while now, like this isn't a new thing. Clearing out their inventory, swipe up, it's been going on for at least a year now, so I'm not sure why Kinsa Cosmetics was the one that people decided to take and run with and call it a scam. For everybody wondering why I haven't said anything up until this point, I was waiting to see what happens. And by that I mean I wanted to see if people ended up getting their brushes. So I didn't speak on it because I don't want to ever accuse anybody of something if I don't have the facts. And I wasn't about to publicly accuse a brand of being a scam until I found out if people were getting what they paid for. What was mostly confusing is people were calling it a scam days after they ordered. And the website was pretty clear about, you know, the shipping times are long. I believe it said between 10 and 21 business days, and then at one point it said that you wouldn't be getting your brushes till after Christmas, since, you know, they're free brushes and you're ordering free brushes, so there's going to be a high order volume. So I was very confused why everybody was making such a big deal about not getting their brushes yet, when the website was pretty clear about not getting your brushes for a while. I emailed Kinsa Cosmetics literally immediately, and I sent them the screenshots of the followers that I was talking to, and I said, are you aware of this? And they said, we don't know why people are saying that. We were very clear on the website about it being a long delivery time. And then all these videos start popping up about me not caring about my fans and just trying to make a quick buck and never having even held the brushes before. And I guess my question is, where is all that energy that everybody had whenever people were accusing people of scamming their audience, but then people started getting their brushes and nobody was publicly saying that they were getting their brushes? So now that we've established that it's not a scam, because it's not, the website offers a product, you pay for the product, and then you get the product. That is not a scam. I'm not sure what quality people were expecting when they paid $10 for 10 brushes, and I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage your expectations a little bit, because if you want really high quality brushes, you're going to pay a really high quality price. If you want to pay $10 for brushes, then expect to get some pretty useful run-of-the-mill brushes.
Gabby was also in a lot of heat because she decided to repost a quote-unquote hate comment to her Instagram story and basically play it off like, this girl's hating on me, but I'm going to show her positivity, which Gabby actually admits that she was doing it under the guise of that, but it sent all of her fans over to attack this girl pretty hardcore. Gabby decided that she was going to sit down with Inabber and address the Kinsa Cosmetics issue, as well as this Instagram bullying story that has been going on about her. Here are a few key points from his video, which I am going to link the full video down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. I would definitely recommend getting some popcorn for it because it is very good. But let's watch these clips and then we'll talk after.
Spoken to Kinsa Cosmetics during this whole thing?
No, I have, and that's why, okay, actually go back to your last question. In the beginning, for sure, I thought that this was just something that people were trying to run with, and that's why you saw that in my video. Because when I first saw, the first thing I saw was this tweet from this girl who is like a follower, who I've seen in my feed before and is like supportive, and she's just like, can you please address this scam? And the only reason I thought people were asking me about it was because Tana had also done it.
Partnering with Kinsa Cosmetics, and they are doing a promotion right now where all of their makeup brushes are free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. I'm obsessed with so many of them, and they're really high quality brushes, and literally all you have to do is pay shipping. So swipe up to check them out. Shout out Kinsa Cosmetics.
I hate saying this, but like, I thought, oh shit, now I'm getting like lumped in with that because no matter what Tana does, it's always gonna be a problem, and now I'm just getting lumped in with it because Tana did it, and that's why it's a story.
Like, Tana, in a way, kind of got away with it because she didn't really address it that much.
She didn't address it, yeah. And that's honestly like one of the like conundrums of YouTube is everybody wants you to talk about it, but then when you talk about it, it kind of gets worse. So you kind of get rewarded for staying silent. But to go back to Kinsa, well, I saw this girl who tweeted at me who was like a supporter, and I was just like, the way she said it was like, can you please address the Kinsa Cosmetics scam that like you and Tana did? I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And then I DM'd her because she followed me, and I just like DM'd her, and I was just like, yo, tell me what's up. And she was like, this is basically the breakdown of like, they're saying that you get your brushes or like you pay for shipping, but then you never actually get your product. And I was like, okay, hold on. I screenshotted everything. I sent it to Kinsa Cosmetics, and I was like, are you aware of this? Because I was about to do another deal with Kinsa. And they were just like, we're so shocked to see this. We assure you that this is absolutely not the case. We've been upfront about everything from the beginning. People are absolutely getting their packages. Like, we have a lot of like happy customers that we can like show you, blah, 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 blah. And then I sent them more DMs. And then they were like, you know, we're kind of like offended that you're questioning us. Like, we've been really professional with you up until this point. So like for you to come to us and like kind of say this is a scam, like whatever. So then it was just sort of, like, they really pulled the wool over my eyes too, and saying that like, they're like, you know, we've always been upfront about the shipping times, but then I saw later people were talking about like the shipping times changed and stuff like that. So I was answering everything based on what Kinsa was telling me about like, don't act like you didn't know the influence you had, and like, don't act like you didn't know that like there's 6 million people like watching you. But like, this situation reminded me that, because obviously I can walk around and be like, yeah, I have 6.5 million subscribers, but you can't really, that number's not real, if that makes sense. And I know that they're out there like watching, but I forgot how much actual influence I have, because to me, I like lost touch with that in the sense that I'm so far out of the YouTube community. I don't hang out with a lot of YouTubers. I try to hang out with like people who have like day-to-day jobs and my friends from high school and college and stuff like that. So this reminded me who I am and what influence I have and how many people are watching me, and that people will go just blindly buy a product just because I said that I like it and stuff like that. So as much as people are like, don't pretend that you don't know your influence, this was like, fuck, I do have a big influence and I have to be careful, and then put me back into touch with like what's important. The word excuse is interesting, and that's why I'm always like really careful to like it's hard on the internet to like be careful with your words, because like it can be misconstrued. Like when I'm saying that, I'm not saying that because that's the way I was thinking that it's okay. Like I still know it was wrong, but that's the reason, like that's the explanation, but like it was still wrong, like but like I fucked up, and like I felt horrible about it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Like how with like, is it more of a thing that you're upset that you've hurt your fans? Because people would...
No, okay, wait, this is uncut, and I'm like worried I'm gonna like like cry saying, because I hate like crying on camera in that way, because it feels like ingenuine, but like genuinely fucking made me so sad that like the one girl, oh fuck, she like wanted to be like a makeup artist, and she was hoping that like she would get these brushes and it would help her like become a makeup artist, and then she spent her money on them and she's just like, these aren't like a good enough quality for me to do that. And that made me sad that like this girl spent her money on something, and it's because like, see, I don't even want to like play the victim here, but like I was super fucking poor, so like I understand like the value of a dollar. Like I've lost $5 before and like sobbed about it. Like if somebody spends $10, $20, $30, whatever, how many she bought, and she gets them and she essentially wasted $30, I don't like that. Like thinking about like kids, like they feel like they're our friends, you know, they look up to us, they talk to us, you know my story, you know my life, and you trust me. Like a few years ago, if I would have found out that like Jenna Marbles lied to me about something, I would have been destroyed. It would have made me look at her different. I would have been like, damn, I really spent fucking 3 years of my life watching this girl and she like lied to me. That would crush me. So like, yeah, I feel horrible about it, and like I've wanted to talk about it since, but I didn't know how, because like I addressed it without knowing what was going on, which was a mistake.
I'm on the fence with this one, you guys. I do not think that Gabby was really upset about this whole Kinsa Cosmetics thing until it turned into a huge problem on the internet and she started losing subscribers. Gabby gave the example in there about this girl who wanted to be a makeup artist, and she got these brushes and they were just not what she expected and she could not do anything with them. But where was that same energy when Gabby was telling all of her subscribers to manage their expectations when it comes to free brushes that you were getting on the internet? Yes, you had to pay the $9.99 shipping and handling, but in her eyes, it was free. Now, I understand that she was not speaking about a subject that she really knew anything about. She just thought it was wholesale and they were trying to get rid of their stock. This could just be a lesson to a lot of YouTubers. If you're going to do a brand deal, really make sure that you research these companies, because you will end up in a shit show like Gabby is in right now. I do agree with her, though, that I think that Tana should have been held more accountable for the actions that she did as well, by telling her subscribers to go and do the same deal. But as Gabby said, Tana just didn't speak of it, and she brushed it under the rug, because that's true Tana fashion. Tana really does not give a fuck at the end of the day. I think that by Gabby coming on camera and addressing it in a way that wasn't so nice, to where she looked like she was just brushing it off and basically calling her subscribers stupid, hurt her more in the long run. I feel like it would not be a true viewer's voice video if you did not hear my neighbor doing yard work over there in their yard. I swear, I don't know if they have OCD or something, but they are literally weed whacking their yard 5 days out of the week. That must be some heavy brush over there. As I said, I am going to include the link down below so you guys can see the full Inabber interview with Gabby, which I totally recommend. But now let's get into what Gabby had to say about bullying the girl over on Instagram.
I remember actually pretty clearly about that situation, because I deleted it pretty quickly because I realized how fucked up it was. Because again, it's just one of those things like where you like forget the influence. And I remember the way I posted it to my story. I was trying to do it in a way where I was like, almost like fake, what's the word? Like I was like pretending like I was being the bigger person, but I was not. Does that make sense? Like I was saying it in a way where it was like, I haven't seen the video and I haven't seen the screenshots or anything, but I remember being just like, you know, there's no need to be negative, like fight, like if you're hurting inside, like I hope you feel better. Like it was something along the lines of like, I'm gonna be the bigger person, and it was not. It was horrible, because then of course my followers are gonna go attack her. And that's why I took it down, and I felt really bad about it, like awful. And then we had a conversation about it where, because I saw she was still in the comments after that whole thing happened, and she was in the comments, and then what kind of triggered me a little bit was, and like this isn't me defending myself, but the story was she was saying that I was anorexic and promoting negative body image. And it took me like a long time to get over my eating disorder. So at that time I had, oh fuck. I hate doing, like, I'm not playing the victim, people. The timeline of it was, sometimes you just like get triggered and you ignore hate a lot. And as you should. I have a lot of followers and I shouldn't be sending people to attack. But she said this thing that like kind of triggered me, and then it was telling me I'm like anorexic and I'm inspiring girls to like change themselves and they're not okay with themselves. And at that point, that was when Honestly was coming out, and I had just like starved myself for like 2 weeks straight. And then all the comments were about how like my ass was flat because I like wasn't eating. So like it was just like I try so hard to like promote like body positivity, so that comment just like triggered me because it took me so long to like get there. And you just like, sometimes you lash out and it's not right. And like I felt really fucking bad, and that's why I took it down. And then I saw her comment. I was mostly following her comments to other people, and then I went to her page, and then she was like, well, she can't even answer her fucking messages because she's better, like she's too good to like look at her DMs. And like the reality is I don't see DMs like that. Like they're in the request folder. I have to go click it. So then I saw that she was DMing me. I went to her DMs, and I was like, okay, this can be like a learning experience for both of us. And I didn't want to just like blindly apologize, which maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just said like, hey, you don't have this huge platform. It wasn't right of me to post that. And that would have been the thing that I should have done. She DM'd me and she was just like, she was very upset, obviously. And she was just like, it's just my opinion. And I saw that that was something, my friend was messaging me about it. I don't think that opinions are hate. Like, that's not what I meant by that. But what I was saying was your opinion can be hateful. And like the two aren't mutually exclusive. And if you're going to say something hateful, you can't be like, well, it's just my opinion, because you can, you know what I mean? Like I can walk up to you right now and say, you're really fucking ugly. That's just my opinion. Don't be upset. And that's what I was trying to explain to her. And it obviously came off not like that. And we were both very heated. And then, you know, I got blocked and then I forgot about it. Like I was just like, put it out of my mind. And I feel bad. Like I feel, she's a kid. Also, I didn't know she was a kid. And I thought she was a grown up because of the type of photos that she was posting. And that's not me like judging her at all for what she's posting. But like, I still don't know how old she is, but apparently she's a minor. And like, it's fucked up. The whole thing was fucked up. I feel bad. It's not right. I have a massive fucking platform. Obviously, it's not the same as like you're in high school and somebody's talking shit and you're just like, ah, fuck that guy. Like, that guy's talking shit. Like, it's just, I know I said this earlier. It's just like, sometimes I fucking forget. I never gave the final thought. I just want to like make sure I make it so clear that I'm actually fucking sorry as fuck. And like, I know that I was wrong. And if I came off as like trying to like defend myself or like making excuses, I know that like no matter what reason, no matter what like explanation I'm like giving, at the end of the day, I know 100% fact that I fucked up in a lot of ways. I am taking responsibility for it, even though I can say like the reason, like it's still my fault, period. And I'm sorry. And I don't think that this is going to like fix my image or I'm going to like get all of these people to come back and like trust me. But I just wanted to move into this year having said it. Because there's always this thing in the back of my head of like, should I address it? Should I address it? And I just want to live as honestly as possible.
In Gabby's interview with Inabber, she kept saying that she is very disconnected from YouTube and she does not watch people's videos. Someone had this to say on Twitter. I am honestly curious though. At The Gabby Show repeated several times during the interview that she is completely disconnected with the YouTube world and never watches videos of herself. So how did she get in touch with Inabber for this interview? Gabby responded with, I have been a fan of his for about a year, and I knew him and a friend of mine followed each other, so I had him connect us. A few other people under Inabber's tweet of this interview said, still watching this but genuinely impressed that At The Gabby Show is being so vulnerable and addressing everything. This is the Gabby I originally subbed to. Really great interview. You were respectful and fair and asked the hard questions. I really respect Gabby for being vulnerable and agreeing to do this video. About 20 minutes in, and so far this is one of the highest quality interviews I've seen, especially on YouTube. Really nice to see Gabby reaching out to you and making an effort. All around a great video. I still have the condescending comment she made, manage your expectations, in my head. Not sure if Gabby Hannah and her never-ending drama are worth my time anymore. Another person said, over 1 hour of at Inabber TV sucking the Gabby Show's nose. You agree with literally everything she said. You didn't catch any of the contradictions and instead complimented her every chance you got. Someone responded to them and said, it's literally just her explaining her side to the questions he asked and getting her answers. He was being professional. Sounds like you don't know how to do that yourself. I think it is 100% great that Gabby decided that she was going to sit down and do this uncut interview with Inabber. I do think that she really tried to explain her side of the stories, and while I do not myself believe that she is 100% sorry for the things that she has done, I think more so she's upset because people started to turn on her and she started to lose subscribers, and a lot of people were making videos about her. I think it was a great step in the right direction, and hopefully in the future, she will research these brands that she is going to do brand deals with more, and also she will not go ahead and repost hate or negative comments to her Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. It's a new year, so I hope that Gabby can honestly leave all the negativity in 2018 and make this an amazing year for herself. Gabby, after she posted her Leaving Everything in 2018 video, took a very long break from Twitter. Now, I don't know if she was checking Twitter to see what people were saying. She does say that she is not very connected with everything unless she's really on it, but she tweeted out again to let everyone know she was okay by saying, "I'm here, I'm okay, I love you." What is your opinion on this Inabber Gabby Hannah interview? Did you watch it in full? Do you believe everything that Gabby is saying? And do you think that she has honestly learned from this situation and she's going to try to be her best self in the coming months, coming years, whatever? Let me know your thoughts down below. That is it for this video, you guys. Please follow all of my social media, and I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.